Best places to visit in Vietnam. Vietnam is an astonishing mix of natural highlights and cultural diversity. The scenery ranges from jagged peaks seen from winding mountain passes down to verdant paddy fields painted every shade of green in the palette, while Vietnam's long history and multicultural population, with over 50 ethnic minority groups, make a trip here rich in heritage. 1. Halong Bay. The karst seascape of Halong Bay is one of the best places to visit in the world for spellbinding sea views and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Thousands of limestone islands sit within this bay in the Gulf of Tonkin, eroded into jagged pinnacles by wind and water action over millennia. 2. Ho Chi Minh City. For big city fans, no visit to Vietnam is really complete without a visit to Ho Chi Minh City, the buzzing commercial hub of the country. The streets are an insane clog of motorbikes and cars, the restaurant and cafe scene is incredibly cosmopolitan, and the shopping is the best in the country. At its center is Dong Quoi, a relatively small and easily navigable central district, which holds most of the city's sights. 3. Hue. One of Vietnam's most historic towns, Hue is packed to the brim with relics from the reign of the 19th century Nguyen emperors. Sitting along the banks of the gorgeous Perfume River, the imperial enclosure is a huge site set within walls that sprawl for 2.5 kilometers. While touring the grounds, check out the gorgeous Ngo Mon Gate, the Tai Hoa Palace with its finely lacquered interior detailing, the Dean Thomas residence where the Queen Mothers would live, and the Halls of Mandarins with its preserved ceiling murals. 4. Phan Nha Ke Bang National Park. One of the best places to visit in Vietnam for caving, World Heritage listed Phan Nha Ke Bang National Park is a dramatic karst mountain formation honeycombed with huge caverns, which are home to superb stalactite and stalagmite displays. The most popular destination within the park is the Paradise Cave, which extends for a staggering 31 kilometers below ground. 5. My Son. Surrounded by lush jungle-covered mountains, My Son is a ruined Chamara temple city that dates from the 4th century. This old Hindu religious center was still very much in use during the 7th to 10th centuries and only fell into complete decline and abandonment during the 13th century. There are around 20 temple structures still standing here, all built of brick or sandstone blocks and showing interesting influences from various Asian empires, including Indian and Malay. 6. Hoi An. Beautiful Hoi An is the most atmospheric city in Vietnam, with bags of surviving historic architecture. The Old Town Quarter is a joy to explore, packed to the brim with well-preserved merchant houses that hark back to Hoi An's trading center heyday of the 15th century, when the town was a major meeting point for Japanese and Chinese merchants who flocked here for the local silks. Plenty of the old merchant houses have been opened to the public, so you can get a taste of these times. The best is 17th century Tan Ky House, with fascinating architectural and decorative elements. 7. Sapa Countryside. The verdant rice field countryside surrounding Sapa, bordered by the jagged peaks of the Hoang Linh Mountains, often still known by their French colonial era name of the Tonkinese Alps, are home to Vietnam's most beautiful rural vistas. The deep valleys here are home to a diverse mix of the country's ethnic minorities, including the Hmong, Yai, and Red Jiao people, while the rippling hills are terraced with rice fields and overlooked by the country's tallest peak, Phan Xipang Mountain. 8. Hanoi. Vietnam's capital is the frenetic heartbeat of the nation and a place that befuddles travelers as much as it charms them. The motorbike frenzy, pollution, and constant clamor of street vendors can get too much for some travelers, but if you want to dive into Vietnamese city life, Hanoi is the place to do it. The Old Town Quarter has plenty of dilapidated charm on offer, while history fans should make a beeline here simply to see the bundle of excellent museums. 9. Nha Trang. For sandy fun in Vietnam, Nha Trang is king. The well-maintained beach trundles for 6 kilometers along the shoreline of central Nha Trang City and during summer is jam-packed with local families on vacation, as well as foreign visitors. There is excellent swimming here with designated swimming areas and manicured lounging areas that make this a great option for relaxing days soaking up the sun and sand. 10. Chu Chi Tunnels. An absolutely fascinating experience for all travelers, not just those interested in Vietnam's modern military history. The Chu Chi Tunnels are an extensive tunnel network that during the war, stretched for more than 250 kilometers, allowing VC troops to operate and communicate in the area surrounding Ho Chi Minh City. 2 short sections of the network can be visited with a guide who'll take you down into the narrow unlit confines, which definitely are not for claustrophobia sufferers.